Alright, so in this tutorial, I'm just gonna basically go over these three things. First is where to find free tiling textures, typically Polyhaven. Then within the Polyhaven website, what to download from the website, because there's gonna be a lot of options, and there's only specifically literally just one thing to download in terms of the textures, basically called base color, also known as diffuse. And then after that, creating bump maps, and I'll discuss what bump maps are. And you're gonna create bump maps based off of the base color, also known as diffuse, and you'll be creating the bump maps in Photoshop. Those are the only things that I'll be going over in this tutorial. So I'm gonna move that out of the way. I'm gonna just do that. I need to pull up a web browser, so just a moment. So okay, now this is the website. It's called polyhaven.com, and then I'm just gonna click here. Here we are, the public 3D asset library, blah blah blah. Alright, so we got textures, models, blah blah blah. Let's look at textures, and here's all the stuff. Let's see. So for example, this brick, or even this right here, granite. Ooh, or even this. Let's click that. Interesting tiling texture. And then over here we have your different sizes. I typically just say just go with the 4K. The graphics processors, GPUs at school, you know, they're really powerful, so might as well make full use of it. So 4K is, you know, large as it gets. And if I also click here, so you can kind of see the texture, right? Like this or like that. And then don't just download it. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna choose wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna choose zip 4K. Don't click download just yet. And here, let me see here. Choose zip, and then click here, and then I don't want this. That's for Blender. I don't know what the hell that is. Who cares? Uncheck it. All I want is the diffuse JPEG. I don't need anything else. Metals, nope. Roughness, nah, no need. Let me just check one thing. Displacement, metal, roughness. I mean, this could use as a bump map. Could I use this as a bump map? Nah. I'm gonna just use the diffuse. So I don't need anything, just the diffuse. Let's make it simple and to the point. Diffuse, hit download. And you got blah 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 blah. Hit save. And that's what we have. Click it open. In here. And then so in here, right click, view, extra large, double click, and there it is. Okay, I'm gonna close. I'm gonna grab it because right now it's inside the folder, right? See, grab it into here, grab it, and chuck it into the desktop. And I grab it like there. Okay, so that's how you kind of find what you need. Like I said, just grab the diffuse. Don't click on any of these, just short and simple. There's that image. And then I go into, say, Photoshop. I already have some running. File, open, and here's the image. Double click it. Blah, 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 blah. Damaged. Huh. Okay, that's odd. Why would it say that? And maybe I'll do this. Let's work on. So I click here, right? Hopefully everyone is somewhat familiar with Photoshop. And let's say levels. Yeah, it's not that good. Okay, 1 second. All right, so I did some testing and whatnot. Yeah, it doesn't really matter in the sense that, in terms of that to be useful, right? Because I did some tests and it just doesn't look good. But I did test out this one here. So it says here texture is rough linen, and I only selected the JPEG for the diffuse, and then I hit download so that nothing else is selected, only the diffuse JPEG. You hit download, and here it is. Double click, textures, right click, view extra large, double click. This is what it looks like. This is only at 71%, so pretty huge. It's a good size. Close, close, and just to show, as you can see, pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so there's that example. And I'm gonna go in here. Let me close this out. Control O and grab this rough linen. Here we are. And so this is the diffuse, basically the base color. I want to create the bump map, which I will show afterwards to explain more. But what I need to do is to desaturate this, to desaturate it. So I'm gonna just unlock it, select it. I can go into here and choose black and white, make it grayscale, and then zoom in a bit. So for the bump map, you want to have it, grayscale, black and white, and then you could go in, and then let's see, click again, and maybe levels. Kind of want to just punch it up a bit, more contrast. So if I zoom out like this, so before, yeah. So here's before, black and white. See, it's kind of monotone in a way. I mean, this will work, I'm pretty sure, for a bump map, but if I put on levels and kind of punch it, maybe like this. Yeah, alright, something like that. So basically, you do the black and white, and then levels to kind of kick it up some more, and then you kind of push these in a bit so it looks something like this. Don't do things where it's like that, there's just too much. Something subtle like this, but enough so that you could tell that there is a difference between the black and white versus a little bit more kick to it, subtle. Once you do that, you go file, save a copy, click it, Yeah, JPEG, and then I'm gonna leave this instead of DIFF for diffuse. I'm gonna just write down bump. So rough linen bump 4K for the size of it. Hit save. JPEG options maximum. Hit OK, and there's your JPEG. So that's one aspect. So that's what, 10 minutes. I'll do one more. Let's say, all right, let's go back. That one was junk. Go back. Let's say, let me see. Let's write this tile, granite tile. Again, 4K, zip material, zip type of a file. Everything's unchecked. I only want diffuse. Everything else don't need. Hit download. Blah, blah, blah. Hit save. Close. Crack that open. Textures. Right click, view extra large. Here it is. Grab it. Chuck it to the desktop. I'm gonna go into Photoshop. Control O for open. Grab the granite tile, double click it. Here it is. And then just unlock it. Click in here. And then where are you? Black and white. So before, after, zoom in. I want to give a little bit more kick to it between the lights and the darks. So click in here again. Maybe levels again. If I turn it off, on, off, on, so I have more than enough kick to it for the bump map grayscale value. I'm gonna go file, save a copy, JPEG, and then get rid of that, and then type in bump, enter, save, and there you go. I have other ones here from the same website. This is wood tiling texture. What I do want to share is basically that when I go image size, pixels, see, this is the other important thing. First and foremost is that they are squared, like 4096 by 4096. With 3D artwork and textures, it wants to be squared, meaning width and height is the same. Anything else, it's gonna start to throw some issues later down the line. And also for tiling purposes, especially for tiling purposes, you want it to be squared. Because if it's not squared, let's say landscape or portrait, there's no way to freaking tile it, you know? That's the reason why, blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah. So there's the color, and then this, black and white, and then brightness contrast to kick it up, and there's your bump map. Same thing. Same thing for this, right? Same website, this is the color, black and white, levels, bang. I chose levels to kind of weaken it, because the black and white, this will probably work as well, but to me I see a whole lot of contrast, so I kind of want to play it safe and dull it down a bit for the bump map. So that's pretty much what that is. Yeah, so I'm just gonna end it there like that, keep it short, but it's already 15 minutes. Alright, that's the end of that. Next video I'll probably go into plugging the textures into the shader. Yeah, okay, bye.